One of the strongest trends in the motor industry at the moment is the move towards smaller capacity turbocharged engines, which means the notion of categorizing models by their engine size has made way for a stronger emphasis on engine output. So if I told you that this recently updated Ford Focus was powered by a 1-litre engine, it wouldn't sound that appealing. However, if you knew that it had an engine output of 92 kilowatt, you might take it a little bit more seriously. The 1-litre EcoBoost engine is one of the main attractions of the recently updated Ford Focus. The engine itself isn't new. In fact, it's won its category in the Engine of the Year awards for the past 4 years. But it is the first time South Africans get to sample a Focus powered by the small-capacity turbocharged petrol engine. Underlining that a 1-litre Focus isn't an incongruous concept, this model has become one of the most popular Focus derivatives in Europe, mainly because of the balance between performance and economy it promises. So let's start right here with the engine. It's a 3-cylinder turbocharged unit with a 998cc capacity. Maximum power 92 kilowatt, reached at a fairly free revving 6,000 RPM, linked to 170 Newton meters of torque, sustained all the way between 1,400 and 4,500 RPM. Drivers to the front wheels via a manual 6-speed gearbox, and later this year there'll be a 6-speed automatic option as well. In Europe, 1 in 3 Ford Focus models sold is powered by the 1-litre engine, and Ford here hopes that local buyers will embrace the small-capacity turbocharged formula with equal enthusiasm. But the engine isn't the only important news as far as this updated Ford Focus is concerned. The exterior treatment and styling of the hatchback have also undergone some significant changes. Remember, this is an update, so essentially the silhouette of the Ford Focus remains exactly the same. But the differences are very much at the front end. A brand new bonnet, a different grille, some chrome detailing, even the headlights, which are slimmer than before, and the addition of new fog lamps at the front. The fresh approach is mirrored at the rear, where a new apron and bumper, slimline taillight clusters and a redesigned tailgate create a more contemporary appearance. Since this is the trend model, it gets smart alloy wheels and lower profile tyres too. The overall look is lower, wider and more purposeful, while remaining true to the Focus design language. The cabin has also benefited from the update, although it has to be said that the basic configuration remains the same and still lags behind the most recent designs. The switchgear on the center console, which used to be almost Starship Enterprise-like, is a lot more streamlined and much more user-friendly, and also this multifunction steering wheel has become easier to use. However, the compact color display integrated into the dash is not only small and difficult to read, but lags well behind the larger, higher resolution touchscreen capable displays offered by some rivals. The trend execution means the Focus is pretty much full house, with an extended list of comfort and convenience levels that includes a 6-speaker audio system, the Ford Sync system with Bluetooth and voice control, remote central locking, electric windows, a trip computer and air conditioning. A high degree of active and passive safety is achieved via ABS brakes with electronic brake force distribution and emergency braking assistance, as well as electronic stability program and hill start assistance. 6 airbags, ISOFIX child seat tethers and child-proof rear door locks are also included. But here's the million-dollar question. How well does the 1-litre EcoBoost engine work in practice? To be honest, I had my doubts about a 1-litre engine powering a relatively large hatchback with a curb weight of more than 1,300 kilograms. But as it turns out, this engine is quite frisky, and while the performance isn't sporty, it's certainly brisk enough. Also, because this is a turbo engine, in-gear tractability is great, which means overtaking is never a problem. Ford quotes a 0 to 100 km/h acceleration time of 11.1 seconds, combined with a top speed of 192 km/h, and if anything, the Focus feels nippier than even that. As for fuel consumption, the factory figure is exactly 5 litres per 100 km, but our test results came to just under 8 litres per 100 km. Handling is what you'd expect of a mainstream hatch, including a firm but compliant suspension and electric power steering that takes the effort out of turning, but could do with more feedback. Understeer is easily managed, while the refined ride is another pleasant surprise. In many ways, this 1 litre Ford Focus epitomises the direction the motor industry is taking at the moment. The 1 litre engine provides plenty of zip, but also promises good economy, while the changes to the front and rear of the car add new appeal without reinventing the wheel. Decent pricing means value is part of the package as well. The 1 litre turbo engine is the almost unexpected star of the show, delivering ample zest where it matters and always exceeding expectations. The manual gearbox offers well-matched ratios, while the car's road manners are composed enough. Add keener cosmetics and this Focus offers an attractive all-round package, even if it's not as economical as expected, while the cabin update only partially succeeds.